Hello nerds! I'm going to be unboxing a brick of Pathfinder Battles Crown of Fangs miniatures for, your D&D or your Pathfinder game. These aren't going to be released for about a month or so, so this will be a nice early look. I wish I could go through all of them, but we'll just see how many we can go through in this blind box. So, first of all, here's the artwork. It gives you a little sense on some of the figures involved. Now, this Crown of Fangs is figures that support the Curse of the Crimson Throne adventure path. So right here, Pathfinder Battles Crown of Fangs. 14 and plus, don't let a 13-year-old get a hold of these. 47 blind boosters, which I really like because it's just fun seeing what you're going to get. So I just cut it so that the tape wouldn't rattle and we could get into it a little more quickly. But you will have to put up with a little bit of bubble wrap because they're packed in there really nice by WizKids. They do a really good job. So this is booster number 1. Now a brick, if you don't know, comes with 8 boosters. Each booster has 4 figures. And so this is number 1. Now each one has a large figure. And as you can see by this first one here, already something really nice. This is a mounted skeleton. Look at that lance that comes out. Just a skeletal horse as well. Yep, skeleton cavalry. This is 43 of 47. That is a nice looking figure there. These are pre-painted, which is pretty fantastic if you're looking for just something to drop into your game quickly. Again, this is the Crown of Fangs set. It won't be released for a month or so, but WizKids was nice enough to give us a little early look here. Oh, this is great. Now, if you've read the Curse of the Crimson Throne, Gray Maidens play a big role in this, and these are female paladins, and they wear this beautiful armor with red cape. And look at that. That is just a fantastic looking figure to put into your game. So the large one was the cavalry, then the Gray Maiden, and then so there'll be 2 more small figures in this booster, and 8 boosters in the brick. Look at this. Geist. Oh, that's just kind of a fun looking figure. I mean, it's not flashy, it's a lot of black, but when you look through there, that is just a neat little figure to have on a table. I don't know when that would come up in a game. I don't recall that from the adventure path. Oh, this is dog. Obviously, man's best friend and role player's best friend. First of 47 is the little dog figure. That is, oh, look at him. How can you not love that? Nice job, Paizo. All right, so here is booster number 2. We'll try to go through this quickly. Every time I see the little doggy, I got to pause. Well, the last set, in this set, obviously love the crabs and the scorpions. Another big figure. This is the giant scorpion. Not my cup of tea, but that will be fun if the adventure calls for it. And again, I love these blind boosters because you don't know what you're going to get. Awesome. So now what happens? Skeleton Infantry. This will be a common figure. So this is the kind of thing, obviously, if your party is going to be attacked by skeletons, there's going to be multiple ones. So common figures, you'll get more of them. So in this entire, I might get 2 or 3 of these, and so I can build my little army of figures, which is nice. And more of the rarer figures that you might not get as often, that's okay, because you don't need as many of those as you need like skeletons and, well, okay, what is this? This is a girl. Well, this is good. So if you have like a townsperson or some little NPC and there's a girl that you're interacting with, that is fun to bring to the table. That helps really round out what you get. So that's fun. Okay, so that was 3. This is the 4th figure in that set. And already, I don't like it because it's a spider. But that is something that you always run into in your RPG games, is a spider. So again, 8 boosters in a brick. That was 2. This is number 3. And look at this. A daemon. That is gnarly. Look at that guy. Oh, wow. That is going to be somebody that you do not want to interact with if you are an adventurer. All right, so this is number 2. Reclamation Infantry. Again, probably a common figure, but something where you could really have 2 or 3 of. Now, a little tip. If you're like, I don't like blind boosters, I just want to buy... What is great about the blind boosters is you can always go to the secondary market. So a place like Miniature Market or whatever, get the ones that you miss. A werebore. Oh, this guy is fun. I love it, especially if you're a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fan. Oh, and that's just a good-looking figure. Nice, beautiful sculpt job. A pop belly the way you want it to be. A really nice paint job for a pre-painted mini. I know there'll be some folks who will complain, it isn't a professional paint job. But listen, you're paying $4 a figure, which is remarkable at that price point to get a pre-painted mini. And they're able to do that because of these blind boosters. Okay, this is fantastic. So this, I think I remember him from Curse of the Crimson Throne as an NPC. I'm not really sure. Regardless, that is a fantastic figure for your game. Okay, I'll try to speed this up. I'm sorry. I get so excited to see these miniatures. I just want to gab on. All right. So this is, again, each booster comes with a large figure. This is a large one for this. There she is. There's a lot going on with her. Wings, tail, elf ears. Don't know where to start. So I would just say start by rolling initiative. Okay, here is another figure that would be really great as a common. You would probably want 1 or 2 of these. And again, a beautiful paint job. It's amazing that they can get pre-painted figures for $4 each. Particularly when, if you do buy a brick and you miss out, you can go to Miniature Market, buy the single. But if they would try to do these as single figures, would be no way the economics would work. All right, looky here. Now this is a figure that would be great as a PC. Look at that. And a great, some player at your table might want one of those. And now again, as a named character, they're probably rare, but you don't want more than one of these. You want guards and orcs and kobolds and goblins. You want many of those to kind of build your army. But those single pieces are incredible. And again, here's another knight. And I'll show you out of a few boosters, here's what you get. Now this is just 4 boosters I've opened, but I've started to build a little army of figures for the table. So it's really good. Okay, the back half, I promise I'll speed up here, and sorry about the noise. Monstrous skeleton. So that is a nice figure. It's just a big bad or something that you meet in a dungeon. Now again, these don't release for another month or so, so we're excited to get this early look, and I will write up some more once I really get a chance. One thing WizKids is starting to do is what's called dungeon dressing, set pieces. Now if you're going into a dungeon and they describe the room and they say there's a pedestal in front and a cultist behind it, here's what you might have. So it doesn't seem really impressive as a figure, but it's something that's really nice to have in your game. Already another Reclamation Knight, so I can see that I can add that to what I had here, and I'm starting to build a nice little army of those figures, which is fun. Okay, this 5th booster, again 8 boosters per brick. Fungal Guardian, that's neat. That is something I have never run across, but it's figures like that that I'm glad they include. Okay, let's see what else oh baby! Death, the Grim Reaper. That is a fantastic figure. I actually want to take a little time to get him out. Apologize for the noise, but but you just have to see death with the side. Look, just black hooded. Oh my goodness. That is just a great figure to have, even if you just set it on your desk to scare your children. Again, a large figure 3, mediums or small per. And here's a skeleton Spearman, which is great because remember we got that other skeleton. Now if you're going into a room and it says there are 2 skeletons, you have something to represent it. I really, really like this set. The Crown of Fangs, based off the Curse of the Crimson Throne adventure path, which is amazing. And we reviewed on Nerds on Earth. So if you would like to look up that review, I'll put it in the comments if I remember it. Another dog. This is great. There's a little buddy here. I'm so happy that the dog is in this set. Simple pleasures, friends. Simple pleasures. And this, Cabbage Head. So this is an NPC. Not someone that you would think you would need. But what a great figure. Situational, but when the situation calls for it, how fantastic to have that. I'm not going to lie, there's 2 more bricks. I'm hoping for a couple more named characters, but you don't know what you're going to get. And this is the red. Look, that is a gnarly looking dude. So again, some really gnarly looking bad guys, and there's some big bads that you would interact with. I like that. So far the large figures have been really nice. And I haven't gotten one of these yet, which I'm still excited about. The Sky Cavalry. How great would that be to add to my cavalry figures that I'm kind of building a little army of? Okay, this is fun. I'll open them so you can see. A Halfling Archer. How great is that? Now again, maybe 1 to 10, 1 to 15 PCs who play are halflings. Most are humans, obviously, so halflings aren't as represented. You'll have several humans and elves per halfling, and then dwarves probably after elves. Oh, this is awesome. Very important NPC from the Curse of the Crimson Throne. Again, the Grey Maidens played a vital role in that storyline, which was fantastic, which were reviewed on Nerds on Earth, and I'll write more about this on Nerds on Earth as well. We're just really excited to get this first look at these figures. Again, this is something that would probably be relevant in many campaigns, kind of a general thug. You need lots of thugs because you're always encountering thugs. Okay, nerds, this is it. This is the last booster. Come on, wish me luck. I want to get the Sky Cavalry. Or how about getting the Queen? This is great. Which, interesting, looks like there's a little typo there. I wonder if this is the final release or if they're going to fix that by the time they come out in May. Get on that, proofreaders. All right, the large figure. I did not get the Sky Cavalry, but I'm super excited about the Bone Devil because this guy is wicked. Look at that, scorpion tail, wings, and I have no idea the nastiness that guy has. You pair him up with one of these guys and you got a serious boss battle. But there's still a chance for some other small figures, maybe the Queen. Speaking of the Queen, obviously they have a large incentive set that comes, and it's her throne room, which I'm super excited about. WizKids has been doing an amazing job of these set pieces, bringing them to life, so I'm excited about that. Another skeleton, which you add it to the skeletons you have here, and it starts to build your little skeleton army, which is nice, although different armor color. That would mess me up if you really like to match. And it looks like this last figure is some dungeon dressing. So if you enter a dungeon room and it says there is a pillar in the center and maybe there's a puzzle that you have to go and you have to insert something particular in there or whatever. But that's pretty fun. So I think what I'm excited about, which doesn't seem to be amazing, but nice little figures to kind of build an army of cavalry. There's some skeletons which are nice. Again, some figures that won't get a lot of play because they're situational, but they're great figures. And then just some goofy fun stuff that Paizo does a great job with. I love their art direction, and just a pot-bellied werebore. You need that. But I gotta say, I think this is my favorite death, and so I will sign off at this. Later, nerds.